told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert. Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah. Oh, I seen it all, you avert.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to today's stream. I hope everyone is great so far and everyone has had a great week so far. It's Thursday, right? So it's one day until we have the weekend. So let's see if we get some nice setups today. Now, we did already have some nice movement actually in the market already during London session. And right now, it's going to be fairly interesting to see what's going to happen and continue to happen in the market. We did already have news. I will go over the news release here in a second. But besides that, I hope everyone is great so far. What's up, Tony B? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Mukam? Glad all you guys are all here. I hope everyone has been great. I have been great so far, guys. Can't complain. Life is amazing, and I'm very, very grateful. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the new intro. I did a little some, right, to get the hype up. I didn't like the previous intro. It was too simple and boring, so I decided to switch it up a little. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. What's up, Wayne? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the juice today. All right, let's check this out. It was amazing. Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put the music a little louder here because I feel like it was a little too... Okay. So guys, let's look at Goldie here. Let's see what we get today. So, daily. If we look at the daily time frame, guys, we are obviously still very bullish. Currently, we are in a bearish candle here, starting in form of a pullback. This might be the beginning of a steeper pullback. We don't know. Or if this candle closes bullish, then we might see price continue to rally up until probably Friday, and then starting next week we might get a steeper pullback back to the downside, because obviously the market is very bullish, but what goes up must come down sooner or later, so that's important to keep that in mind. So when we come down into the 4-hour time frame, we are currently seeing a form of a market structure shift. So basically we had a big impulse to the upside. We then saw price consolidate in this area, right? So here in this area, when the market starts to consolidate, it's like, okay, asking themselves, like, where do we want to continue? Do we want to continue breaking all-time highs, or do we want to come a little lower, retrace a little bit, grab more orders, and then pump up, right? So that's basically what we're seeing here right now. This candle pulled all the way up into this resistance and ended up closing below the previous 4-hour lows. So looking at that, coming into the day, we might see a short-term sell from this point back down into 28.44 at least. Now, based off the support here, right, we might see a short-term bounce. Or if we disrespect this, then we might see a sell back down into 28.30, right? So coming into the lower time frames here, let's say the 1-hour time frame now. What could we expect today? So basically at the support range where we are at right now, obviously price could theoretically bounce off here, create a form of a double bottom, and break back up and then buy up. This is a possibility. So as long as price is still at support right here, I'm not going to be looking to take sells here yet. The moment I see a closure, at least on the 15 or 30 minute below this low, ideally also below the EMA, that's when I will be looking for break and retest, but really short term, because this is still considered a counter trend trade. So for short term sells back down into this area here, right, if the opportunity presents itself, because coming into today the market is already pretty bearish. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. If price taps into this here, like into the EMA, and starts bouncing and closing back above here and breaking structure to the upside on the lower time frames, here's where I will be looking to take buys from this point up into this point first. And if we see a break and retest above this major support range, then I will be looking to take buys back up into this area. Now obviously the buys are still the highest probability play, just because the higher time frames are still bullish. But on the lower time frames, such as the 1 hour, we are seeing this market structure shift where we had a head and shoulder pattern here. We had a break of these lows, so this was the new lower low, and now we are seeing a lower high being created, and we see price coming back down into previous lows here. So if we can close below this area here in the next few minutes, then this might be the shift in market structure, and we might see gold dump a little further to the downside. So today, coming into the market, I'm pretty flexible. I'm like not married to buys, but also not married to sells. I just want to see what the market does right in this area here, and if it rejects, I want to see what it does here, and if it breaks, I want to see what it does until here, right? So that's basically the game plan. Yo, what's up, Justin? Willkommen im Stream, Bro. Schön, dass du es geschafft hast. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So game plan, let's mark this out, what we could see here. So it's basically a break and retest to the downside here. right there. Or ideally a break and retest above this area for the buys. That's like the safest play. That's the game plan for today. So, did anybody already took some nice trades during London? Gold geschortet, W. Yeah, the shorts were juicy here on gold, honestly. Okay, so we got the break and retest buys here. Alright, we got break and retest buys, and we got break and retest sells. Let's put this in red for you. There you go. Wayne missed out. It's all good. Part of the game. Part of the game to miss out. In gold, $500. In German, 30. 100. Let's go, Tony. W. Yeah, so let's go over here what we saw during London session. So basically, yeah, the first possible sell area obviously was up here. We saw multiple rejections at this resistance. Price was failing to break out multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And here the 7th time we had London open somewhere around here. We had a strong rejection. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. This strong rejection, this would have been the first entry signal, and then the more conservative would have been the bearish engulfing and closure below the 50 EMA for sales all the way back down into this area. Then we had a break of these lows over here, so sell potential from this point to this point. Then we had a pullback back up into the 1 hour support here, and then basically a bounce in this entire range. So theoretically, you could also look for buys right here. If you would want to be safer, you could wait for a break and retest above here. So this would have been the buys at 12. Because we got a break and retest above the area. We have a rejection to the downside. We have a closure above the 50 EMA. This would have been nice buys from this point up into this point. And then we got a pullback back into this area. And we saw the consolidation and now the break back to the downside. So ultimately, what's that, like 2 sell opportunities pretty much, and 2 buy opportunities so far. What's up, Salama? Welcome, bro. Die Strategie ist echt krass, aber manchmal, wenn ich auf den Break and Retest warte im 5-Minuten-Chart, ist das RR irgendwie nicht mehr so gut. Ja, Bro, was passieren kann oder was halt auch eigentlich eigentlich eine gute Opportunity wäre, das, warte, ich glaube, ich hatte so ein Trade, wann war das, am Dienstag? War das der Trade hier? Nee. Also basically kriegst du ein Eintrittssignal, aber dein R-Multiple wäre halt nicht so gut, weil der Candlestick vielleicht zu groß ist oder so. Dann möchtest du eigentlich warten, dass der Preis wieder in deine Richtung kommt für ein Pullback und dann aggressiv rein, sobald dein R-Multiple besser ist. Ich hoffe, du verstehst das irgendwie. I'm doing great, Salama. Thank you for asking, bro. I hope you're great as well, man. I'm so happy because this week in 4 days I made complete recovery. My 100k account was at 98,000. Let's go, Tony. I'm telling you guys, like, patience, discipline, and just waiting for your setup and executing is all you need. It's literally all you need. And it could be that simple. It starts becoming difficult the moment you start breaking your rules, over trading and over leveraging. But if you like get used to the good habits of just waiting and for a setup and then just executing, you're basically setting up for, right? You're setting up to be a winner. Yeah, Justin. But that's part of the game as well. Sometimes you miss out. Sometimes you miss out on good setups or a good R multiple if you wait for more confirmations. That's part of the game. Like, I've missed so many trading opportunities, like good trades, because I waited for my confirmations. But that's fine for me. Yeah, bro. A clean brain, 100%, bro. Totally agree. Clean brain, clean emotions. Alright, so as of right now, price is literally bouncing right in this area. I really want to see if buyers want to hold this or if sellers want to keep pushing lower, honestly. So what I will do here is basically draw out a low here on a 5-minute. The moment it starts closing and breaking below and it's after stock exchange open, I could be looking for shorts. And honestly, yeah, so here I will be looking at the 3-minute shift in structure. If we can break that to the upside, that will be the first indication for possible buy based off this support range. So if we see something like this, price come back down, create a higher low on the 3-minute, bounce off, then theoretically I could feel free to get in on buys here with stops below the market structure point, and target TP1 will be here and then TP2 up into the next market structure points basically. But today is one of those days where I'm actually flexible on the direction. I know in the previous streams I was like, yo, you know, we're super bullish, so I'm just looking for buys. But today is one of these days where it could be 50-50, so, you know, I gotta stay attentive and see what the market does here. Gerne, Justin, kein Problem. Aber ist auf jeden Fall nicht falsch, Bro. Im Markt gibt's kein falsch oder richtig. Doing just fine, holding gold sells to see how we react at the level I marked. That same area I'm looking to buy gold, yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting area down here, to be honest. Like, this entire range, actually. Like, this entire range here is very interesting. Because this could just be like a liquidity grab and we just break out and, you know, continue higher, because overall the trend is still bullish, so. Ich hätte jetzt gewartet, bis er wieder in die graue Zone kommt und dann zurückkommt und den BOS macht, dann wäre der AR wieder zu schlecht, weißt du. Für Sells. Weil theoretisch, so basically for the sells, you already had your breakout structure over here. And on the 5-minute as well here. This area here, this was a previous support and you saw the break. So this is already a breakout structure over here. So if price comes up into this area and starts to reject, if you are looking for sells, you will already have your confirmation, bro. So if a 5-minute candle rejects this area, you could theoretically look to sell if that's what you're looking for. And if you're waiting for a close below this low, then that will be a break of the low setup. So let's say you get a 5-minute closure below this white line. You put your stops above the candle that breaks the lows, and then you target these lows, so it's still a good R multiple here. Oh yeah, look, we're coming up. I think we broke structure on the 3-minute. We're about to break structure here on the 3-minute. I still have to wait though. I still have to wait 10 minutes before looking for entries. But it's looking like we might buy. Gerne, bro. Habe auf zu viel gewartet immer anscheinend. Yeah, bro. Sometimes you gotta keep it simpler. simpler than it actually is, bro. Oh, look, we're getting a push here. So basically, back in the days, I'll be honest, I would be looking to take shorts up here. But I am, due to like the experience in the market, basically, I'm not gonna be taking shorts here if we reject, because the overall trend is still bullish. So as long as the overall trend, if we look at the high time frames, guys, you see this, that the 1 hour has not closed below the previous 1 hour lows yet, right? So this could as well also be a double bottom, and we could see the breakout to the upside. And if we look at the 4 hour, I mean, overall, right, if we look at the volume, it's still bullish. Although we are below resistance right now, it's still bullish, so the probabilities are still with buys. So in that case, I would not be looking to sell over here, but I will wait for a closure below this area to sell back down. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I do kind of feel that this will happen though. I think this setup here will present itself, the break and retest for the buys. I just hope price does not take off without me. Oh, also the news, guys. We had initial jobless claims, which usually doesn't really have like such a big impact on the market. Came out negative for USD, so positive, supposedly positive for gold. So that might support our thoughts on possible buys up here in this area. Ja, ich beachte auch Fair Value Gaps. Especially on the high time frames. Let's see if we get one. We inverse this one here, and then what else? Yeah, as of right now, there's no real fair value gap anymore. This one was filled, this one was inversed with this one. This could be a possible area forming here, but we still have 37 minutes for the 1 hour to close, so that's nothing either. The 30 minute just filled entirely, so that's good as well. Yeah. And here the 5 minute just got, the 15 got tapped into, and that's why we're seeing a push right now. So whatever happens, happens, guys. I still gotta wait 7 minutes before anything. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe as well so you don't miss out on future streams, guys. Danke, Justin. Appreciate you. Yo, guys, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. There's no dumb questions, you already know. There's only questions that will allow you to grow and allow others to grow as well. Because maybe someone has a question that they don't know that they have, and then you ask the question for them, and then not just you learn from the question, but everyone else as well. What's up, Chris? Look at this, what we're looking at right now. This is what we're looking at right now. Super flexible today. Could be buys, could be sells. I'm not married to none of these directions today. I'm kind of bullish biased still. But if we get a closure below here, let me actually put this. We'll change the setup here because this is For break and retest, I do not think that if we see a break of these lows, that it will pull back. If we see a break, it will break. So this is has turned from a break and retest into a possible break of the low setup here for me. This is still the break and retest for the upside setup. This is a break of the low. What's up, Balkan Trades? Welcome to the stream, bro. Ich finde es bei GTMO so krass, wie der Sculpt. Irgendwie klappt es bei... Klappt es, aber ist halt ein schlechter RR. Wer ist GTMO? What time frame? What's up, Alush? Welcome to the stream, bro. I look for entries on the 5-minute time frame, and I do my breakdown, like my top-down analysis, starting on the daily. So I go from daily to 4 hour to 1 hour, where I mark off all of my zones, and then I look for entries on the 5-minute time frame and wait for break of structures. The action price today tell us in which direction we go, fam. Exactly. What's up, Slack? Gold Trade Mo? Never heard of that guy. Let me see. Is he like a German trader or? Okay, no, he's not German. Guys, I've never seen this guy before. Never. Yeah, I've never seen that guy. But I mean, whatever, right? Every strategy works, guys. It's just it comes up to you how you use it. Er ist Deutsch, macht alles in Englisch, so wie ich type shit. My type shit. But it's crazy. Like, there's so many traders in the industry that I just don't know. That's crazy. Like, I just know, you know, the bigger ones. I mean, this guy has 122k, but like I said, never heard of him before. Yeah, but I mostly know like the US traders, because I'm, you know, a little more active in that space. But yeah, like German traders, I don't know like as many. I know Greco the One, my bro, but besides that, it's like not many. So we have 1 minute, guys. 1 minute till stock exchange. Let's see if we can get some juicy volume here, and let's see if we can get a juicy direction as well. We did pull back into this area. So far it is looking like it wants to reject it. So this is a possible break and retest zone where, you know, if you're feeling aggressive and crazy, you can feel free to take sales after you get all the entry signals that you need for you to take sales here. Me personally, I will still hold off. I want to wait for the closure below this area so I can, you know, get in on the verified sales here, because based off this, we're like currently in this range from this point to this point, and we don't know in what direction price will like to continue. It's either going to break out or it's going to break out to the downside. So in this range right here, I don't want to be participating yet. Ich zerbreche mir zu viel den Kopf wegen der Strategie, weil ich dann immer Leute sehe, die auch eine mega gute Strategie haben. Yeah, Justin, I've been there. I've been there. You're like, oh my god, my strategy is not working, or I don't understand it, but for this guy, this is working, so I'm going to go ahead and try that out. If you're starting out with trading, it's okay to be strategy hopping. It's okay to try out different strategies. You must try out different strategies because not every strategy is for you. But limit that time of testing. Let's say, okay, I dedicate 1 month to testing out different strategies, but after that month, you have to decide for one. Because if you continue switching strategies, you can't let your probabilities and the long-term results play out on one strategy. And in that way, you're basically just pushing away your success in trading because you keep looking for the golden strategy, the golden profitable strategy, when in reality every strategy is profitable. It just comes up to you, your execution, and long-term using that strategy, because the strategy has a time where it's profitable, and then there's a time where a strategy can be a break-even or in a loss. But you will only know that if you test it out at least a year, right? So if after a year you use a strategy and you notice, no, like this is not working, then okay, redefine the strategy or look for another one. But if you're just using it for 1-2 weeks and it's not working in those 2 weeks, and then you start switching again and again and again, you're always starting from zero. Always starting from zero again. So choose one, stick with that, and once you stick with a strategy, document every single trade that you take. That's why it's so important to journal your trades as well. Because if you don't journal your trades, how do you want to know what works and what doesn't work, right? How do you want to improve if you don't know where to improve? So you gotta have a strategy, take notes of the setups that you take, and see, okay, for example, for my strategy here, I have 3 setups. I have break and retest, which will be this one. I have a break of the low and break of the high, which in this case will be a break of the low. And then I have bounce plays, which would be, for example, up here. So a bounce play is when price comes into a previous resistance and then just starts to bounce off of this area and reject it. Then I will look to take shorts from this point to this point. This will be a bounce play. Break and retest will be this play here, right? This one. And then a break of the low will be this play over here. So I have 3 setups. I have 3 possibilities on market moves on how I can profit in the market. And if none of these 3 happen, I don't take trades. And if one of these happen, then I can feel free to take the trade and document the trade and see what works the best. For me, my highest win rate when it comes to these 3 setups, the one with the highest win rate based off my analytics is the break and retest setup, especially in buys. So this setup, for sure, I know for me, this is the highest probability setup that I usually want to take, right? This one here is a medium probability for me because my win rate is not as high as it is with this. But how do I know that? I just know that because I've been using the same strategy for years. And I have the data for that, right? So that's what you gotta do. Damn, I just talked so much, guys. Yo! So we got official stock exchange open since 3 minutes. So far, we have a nice evening star pattern rejecting resistance. I like that. I want to see if this next 5 minute can close below this area. If it does, I will most likely get in on a short-term sell here. I do have to wait for the closure below though. Because what could happen as well is price, instead of breaking the lows and continuing the bearish market structure, could also do this. Come up, create a higher low here, right here. Break out to the upside, create a new higher high. So this in turn will be a bullish sign for me to take buys instead. So that's why waiting for the candle closures is very important. Because it could be either or still. Yo, what's up, Elias? What's up, my man? Wie läuft's? Wie geht's? Wie steht's? Yo, guys, if you haven't yet, smash the like button. You will really help out the channel if you leave a like on the stream. I will be very, very grateful for that. I need all of you 18 people watching right now to smash the like button, please. Kannst du dir bitte mal den Channel Indicator angucken und sagen, was du davon hältst? Ich habe meinen Funded-Account meinen Sohn gegeben. Oh, nice, Elias, das freut mich. SR Channel Indicator. Also schreibt man den auch so? Ah, you mean support and resistance channel? Let's look at this. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's almost as similar zones that I have. So, if you're having difficulty spotting support and resistance areas, then this indicator might be a game changer for you. I personally obviously don't need it because I already have my zones here. But if you're having difficulty spotting support and resistance, That's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. You got your buy zone down here, got your sell zone up here, you got your sells up here. For beginner traders, this might be a pretty nice indicator. Yeah, you got your buy zones all the way down here. Also kind of the... But you see what's funny? This indicator literally marks the exact same zones that I have marked off. And that's how you know how you could train your eyes to actually spot that without an indicator. That's pretty crazy. So it's like spot on. Look, it's spot on here, spot on here, spot on down here. It's crazy. Yo, what's up, Ibrahim? What happened to TTA XST? Not see nothing from Tuesday. Still active? Yeah, absolutely. We're still active, Ravi. Just no high quality signals yet. So last week we also had 1 day without signals. This week we have 1 day without signals. We might get one later today. But at the end of the day, we don't know. Overall, we're up 6% for the week on the signals channel. So let's see if we get a signal today or tomorrow. But it's not like everyday signals, because not every day is a high quality signals, you know, or the high quality setups. But we still there. Don't worry, Ravi. The name of the indicator is SR channels, support and resistance channels. Hast du die schöne Abwärtsbewegung 14 Uhr mitgenommen beim Gold? Leider nicht, Ibrahim. Ich war da fett am Essen und Kaffee trinken. Yeah, guys, the name of the indicator is it's I think it was support and resistance channels. That indicator might be the game changer for you guys if you are new to the game and you still don't know where to place support and resistance. This might be a little game changer. What you guys could also do is just, you know, put on this indicator, and then every time I'm live, hop on a live and see, okay, what is Evan seeing with his pure eyes and what is the indicator showing? And if there are zones that I have marked off and the indicator shows as well, then these are most likely the high probability zones that you should be looking to trade off. Mach gerade einen Account auf. Wie viel Leverage soll ich machen? Das kommt drauf an, wie groß dein Account ist. Aber typisch würde ich 1 zu 50, 1 zu 100, mehr brauchst du eigentlich nicht. 1 zu 2000 würde ich nicht machen, ist zu viel. Und rein rechtlich gesehen, wenn es ein regulierter Broker ist, kannst du in Europa sowieso nur ein 1 zu 30 handeln. Wenn es aber Offshore ist, kannst du auch über 1 zu 30 machen. Ja, 1 zu 100 reicht safe. Es sei denn, du handelst mit einem Euro oder 10 Euro. Aber wenn du über 100 Euro hast, dann reicht ein 1 zu 100. Alright, so far, really nothing has happened. Anything could still happen. Anything could still happen here. We could see a push out, a bullish closure above, which will lead me to believe that I want to buy here. Right? I would like to buy then from like a breakout kind of shit. We could also, in the next few minutes, we have... Bro, why is this not... Okay, so we could also close below this low in the next 5 minutes, and then I will be looking to short this. Let's see. What's up, Huzaifa? What other indicators are good for newbie traders? I'm personally a fan of less is more. So the only indicator that I personally use is this white line, and this is the 50 EMA. So it's the exponential moving average showing the previous 50 days in form of a line. And you can use this at every time when price is below, you can go short, or sell, and every time price is above or bounces off it like here, you can go long. That's how I use it. But besides that, I just focus on pure price action, you know, my zone, support and resistance, and the candlesticks formations themselves. I started off, when I started with like 6 indicators at once, and my chart was looking very cluttered, and I was having a really hard time identifying whether I should sell or buy. So that's why, you know, my recommendation is to just use maximum 1 indicator and then just focus on what the market is doing. Wo würde ich mein Stop-Loss setzen, wenn er shorten würde? Wenn diese, if this 5-minute candle closes below this low, my aggressive stop-loss will be above the breakout candle, because this will be a short-term break of the low set up here. So pretty tight stop-loss. Ideally though, you want to have it above the previous market structure point if you're looking to hold this a little longer. But then the R multiple is ass. So I will basically go like right here if this candle closes below now. And then, you know, price might come up, stop me out again. And if it would do that and come back in this range, I don't want to be in the market anymore. I just want to wait if price will then break out to the upside, and for me to adjust and look for buys instead. So we have 2 minutes here. Let's see if we can close below the lows or reject and break out to the upside. Patience, 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 guys. Patience. Guys, smash the like button on stream, please. Support the channel if you're enjoying so far. If there's anyone new in the chat right now or in the stream, make sure you click the subscribe button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future streams, because we about to go crazy. About to go crazy. And if there's anyone new, guys, please ask questions in the chat. Like, I know you guys are watching because you want to learn. Then go ahead and ask. Don't be shy. Let me see if I can pull this up a little bitty. Go. Alright. Momentan 6 figures. On the way to 7 though. On the way to 7. One and a half minutes here. It's looking interesting. It's looking very interesting. Let's see if we can get the closure belowsure. We did break the lows already with the wick, but wick is not as strong as the candlestick itself. Yup, we're coming for it. We're coming for it. Let's see if it closes like down here. 15, what's the 15 looking like? 1 minute as well. Bearish engulfing will be juicy. So we need a clean closure below, or I personally need a clean closure below for me to get in on sales. We're gonna get ready here though. 39 seconds. Ten seconds here. It's currently bouncing off the line, so that's not an entry confirmation for me yet. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm not in. Not in yet. I gotta wait another 5 minutes here. Oh well. That might have saved us a loss to stay patient. So we're chilling. How long I've been trading? I've been trading for 4 years now, which is pretty crazy. First 1.5 years were pure roller coaster, a lot of losses, and a lot of lessons. Yo guys, that's why we wait for the closure below. You see this? Imagine I would have gotten in here because I was like fucking impatient. I would almost smash stop loss here. So that's why we stay patient. But yeah, around 4 years. And I trade, mainly I focus on gold right now because I started the streams on TikTok like a few months ago, and everyone on TikTok was like, can you break down gold? Can you trade gold? So I was like, okay, you know what? Since all of you want to see me trade gold, I kind of, you know, got the love to gold again because I used to trade gold back in the days as well. So gold, and then I also kind of look at NAS 100. Yeah, so NAS 100 I look at it as well, and also on German 30 or German 40. Those are the ones I'm looking at pretty much right now, but mainly just gold, because you know, you don't really need a lot of pairs. All you need is a strategy, a few setups to take, and nice market structure. That's all you need. The pair really doesn't matter. How much percent per week? I mean, it all comes up, bro. Like, there's no consistent, yo, I make 5%. There's no consistent, I make 10. There are weeks I make 0. There are weeks I lose 5. There are weeks I make 10. There are weeks I make 3, right? It's like, I can't really answer that question. It's a little bit difficult because the market is never guaranteed. All right, we're getting a push. Pull back into area. I'm liking this right now. I still got to wait for the closure below, though. At least a 3-minute here. At least a 3-minute, but the 3-minute closure is a little bit aggressive. I am liking this rejection though. I might give it a shot here in the next 40 seconds if we don't close all too far away. And I'll place my stop loss above this high here and target down here 2-2. Oh wow, yeah, we're getting a push. It's a little bit too far for me now. I gotta wait for, probably gotta wait for a little pullback here, because if we get in here, it's like a, so I mean, for a quick 1-to-1 maybe. I want to see at least a 2R, so I'm gonna put my possible area here. This is a great example, Justin. You see this? What I was talking about earlier. Like, yeah, I'm getting an entry signal, but the R multiple down here doesn't make sense. So I'll wait for price to pull back right somewhere in this area if it wants to. Doesn't have to, it could though. For me to get in here, because I already got the entry signal. This is the entry signal. But now I'm just waiting for a better entry opportunity, because I don't want to get in down here. So now it's like I have to wait, and that's fine. If I miss out on this move from this point to this point, that's fine for me, because I'm just, at this point, I'm just being disciplined, because now it just might just melt. Na, es gibt keine doofen Fragen. Deutsches Sprichwort sagt, Geduld ist die Tugend aller Dinge. Facts. Yeah, guys, patience. We're chilling. We're chilling. Even if it closes down here in the next minute, that is the entry signal I need, right? That is the entry signal I need. But here comes the big but. It wouldn't make sense to get in down here, because I would just look for a 1-to-1. But I want to have a bigger R multiple, so I gotta wait for price to pull back and give me a form of a pullback. So in this case, it will be kind of a break and retest setup, more or less. And once price pulls back in, like here, in the next candle that creates the upper wick, I want to get in like a sniper. But I already have my confirmation, so that's like, right? If this candle closes below this line in the next 30 seconds, which it's about to do, that is the first entry signal. And now I'm just gonna wait for my juicy sniper entry if I get it. If I don't get it, I'm chilling as well, guys. Another day tomorrow, another setup later, right? Ja, Justin. Das ist ein sehr gutes Beispiel hier. Actually. Yeah, now it's just going. At least we were correct with the direction. It's gonna hit it now. It's not gonna pull back anymore. But, at least we were correct with the direction. So that's also another important thing to note, right? And then look at what you could have done better, what you could have done different. And then base off that. But looking at it right now, honestly, I wouldn't have done anything different. I would have wished for this 5-minute candle. This one right here. I would have wished for this candle to close right here, and then I would have been in this position. I would have actually been in. Never got it though, so I never got in. And that's it. That's that. So let me mark off what I would basically wait for here. We might build a fair value gap here on the 3 minute. Yeah, we are. So I kind of want to see it tappy into this bad boy. And give me the 2R I'm looking for here. Stops have to go above these highs though. Target has to go down here. So yeah, that's basically the setup. So theoretically, if I wanted to, I could put a sell limit right here. I could theoretically put a sell limit right here. I'm not really a big fan of sell limits. I like to get in on market orders. But this will be the sell limit area, which will be the 2853.1. The 50% fair value gap and a 2R multiple for me. So let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get a pullback here before dropping and coming lower. We did kind of take out these lows already. We had some liquidity resting below here, so that's why we see this rejection. But I do believe that the sellers are still not done. I believe they are still not done. Time frame is this a 30 minute? What's the 1 hour looking like? Yeah, so even if the 1 hour closes below, the next 1 hour will most likely push up to the upside and create an upper wick for it to drive lower. So that's why using like all different time frames together is also so important. We would get the first closure below this support range on the 1 hour and below EMA if it closes right there in the next 7 minutes, right? So those are already two nice indications of a sell, at least into this low. Now based off this low, if price just breaks it to it right now without giving a pullback, I might actually wait for a breakout structure to the upside here for the bias back up into this area. So let's see. Okay, we're kind of pulling back in this area right now. Let's see if price comes right to our possible entry area here. Now, mind you, I already got my entry confirmation, which is this one here. So now I'm just looking to snipe myself in. Wow, it came so close. It came so close. Yeah, but the R multiple wouldn't make sense. Yeah, there's an imbalance on the 1 minute as well. We have a 3 minute imbalance. I think we have a 5 as well. Yeah, the 5 is forming right now. So we now have like 3 minor time frames correlating and giving us a fair value gap where there's, there's a little bit of a high probability of pulling back in there if it wants to. Ist der Beste. Vielen Dank für deine Hilfe. Ich bin erstmal wieder weg. Alright, Justin, take care. Take care, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next week, hopefully. Thank you for your time. Yo, I gotta use the toilet so bad, but I don't want to miss out on an entry if we get one. That would be bad. Guys, leave a like on stream if you're enjoying so far. And if there's anyone new watching, click the subscribe button. And if there's anyone interested in high quality signals, you can also click the link in the description below. Join up today. We are up, how much percent was that for the week? I think on the signals we're 6% as of right now. Last week we ended with 9% profit. The week before 4%, and the week before that, since we launched, 15%. So we're up a total of 30, I think 32% since we launched 4 weeks ago. TP will be down here, the 28.44, but I never got in this position, so if I were in this position, I will get out down here, because here's like the next market structure point where based off this we might see buyers step back in. I do believe we're just gonna break it and tap into it now, so it's not pulling back, it's not giving me the entry that I wanted yet. And the thing is that if we tap into this area now, right, so let's say we tap into it and then start to reject and pull back into this area, since we have buy orders resting down here, once price pushes up, this sell setup is not as valid anymore as it would be if price would have just pulled back into it right away, grabbed orders here, and then dumped to the downside, right? I hope that kind of makes sense. But if it's picking up the orders down here now, then the buyers might be strong enough to break back up to the upside based off this. So this sell setup here is not as high probability as it would be if price would just pull back into it now and then tap into this area. I hope that makes sense. So let's see. There's no real, it's not even a fair value gap or anything up until down here. Oh, we do have a gap here on the 30-minute. Yeah, so we just hit it. If there was anyone in the cells here, you can feel free to close here or just take partials or move stops to break even. Based off this area, we might see a little bit of a rejection now, or we just break it and close below this area. And maybe if we close strongly below, let's say we close like right here in the next minute, based off this, we might also be interested in taking a break and retest setup like this. You're watching a video on Nokia 33. TP2? Probably 2840. Yeah, 2841. Right around there. But if you got in on sales, honestly, this is the best area to get out of the position, because we don't know how price will react here now. Especially since we have the 1 hour candle closing in a minute here, or in 30 seconds. Wow, it's absolutely melting. That's crazy. I would have obviously loved to be in this position. I'm glad I was correct with the direction. Unfortunately, I never got my entry though. So that's a little bit unfortunate here. Man, I mean, just based off the bodies, we did close below, but I wanted to close below these lows here. Whatever. Tomorrow is another day. And we got a dump continuing. Absolutely smashing all the lows. Wow. Just wow. Obviously, it's a little bit frustrating seeing this play out and not having had the opportunity to get in. But this has happened so many times for me, so it's nothing really new. Yeah, it's nothing really new for me to miss out. So obviously the market structure is bearish right now. So now it's like, okay, can we pull back in this area, reject, and then continue lower? Or will we pull back into this area, close back above, break structure to the upside, and then come up? No, honestly, I don't want this zone here. I don't want it here because it's like too cluttered then. I want to keep it clean. I just want to focus on this resistance right now. Just playing with your emotions right now. It's not for the weak. Yeah, bro. This is the reality of trading, man. And this is just like, this is just one of the small things. Like, this right now, what is happening, if you are emotional right now, this is called, let me write this out for you. This is called FOMO. FOMO is good that it's in red, because FOMO is one of the biggest reasons why traders keep losing. Because they be trying to catch a falling knife because they have the fear of missing out on this move. So they will basically get in here and try to target these new lows here. And now you'll see price pulling back and stop you out. And then you don't accept the loss. So what you do is you go ahead and sell here again, just so you end up getting stopped out again and again. And you know, because they're trying to catch a falling knife. So the best thing to do here is, or what I do, I knew the direction I wanted to go for. I knew the setup that I was waiting for. And I knew the entry signal that I was waiting for, but I didn't get it here, right? By a few pips, literally. If this candle would have closed right here, I would have been in this position, but it didn't. And that's fine. So I don't have FOMO because I know that the market will give me opportunities tomorrow and the next week and the week after. But an impatient trader will FOMO into this and get collabed and join the emotional roller coaster, which you don't want. So fuck that. You missed out. Oh my god, part of the game. Tomorrow is another day. This time frame is the 5-minute right now. Thank you for the live trade. I made $20 and that's my daily target. Let's go. Let's go, bro. I'm glad you could capitalize on this move. Because at the end of the day, obviously, it's up to you if you know, if you take a trade or not. You don't have to be waiting for me to take a trade. If it makes sense for you guys, then, you know, you can feel free to take it. You get FOMO all the time. Yeah, FOMO is a profit killer. But the moment you realize, like, especially like, let's say you do back testing and you go in the past and you see these type of moves happen again and again and again. And on 50% of these moves, you were in the trade, and on the other 50, you weren't. You will realize that you will still get a chance to be in this type of move in the future, because it happens all the time. So why should you be FOMOing into it right now? The FOMO also just results in you being impatient and you wanting to make profits quick, and not having the patience to also miss out on this profit, but maybe have profit tomorrow or the next day, right? My predictions are amazing. Thanks again. No problem, Mukam. I'm glad you're learning, bro. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, guys. And like I said, like, I learned the best way the moment I joined a mentorship and I saw how the trader was trading live. Trading, like observing traders trade live, is way more valuable than any course or whatever, right? Because here you will get the raw, true emotions and the raw thought process of that trader. And you will also, like, the patience I have right now, I'm projecting that towards you. So sooner or later, you guys will adapt my patience when it comes to the market. You guys will think next time I'm not live, but you guys are trading on your own. You're like, okay, what would Evan do in this scenario? Would he just FOMO into this? Or would he wait for a setup and then just call it from there, right? So the moment you start to analyze that thought process on your own, that's when you're on the right direction towards becoming a profitable trader. And that's what I did. I was every time I was like trying to get in on a trade where I didn't really have entry signal, I was like, doing this case. And best believe he wouldn't jump into this trade because it's a low probability trade and price already took off without me. He would just wait for another opportunity and wait for the market to come to him. So I adapted that mindset as well. And now I'm chilling. Yo, Dennis, auch mal am Start. What's up, bro? Bro, I missed out on the sells here. Never got my entry signal, but it's all good. We're chilling. At least the direction was correct, though. Was im Gym? Let's go. Was hast du trainiert? Bestimmt Brust, Bizep. Du siehst aus wie so ein Brusttyp. Alright, so we have another fair value gap down here. Rückenbizeps? Ja, okay, fair enough. Ja, wie ein Rückentyp siehst du auch aus. Sieht einfach aus wie eine Maschine. Alright, we got this here. Währenddessen log German 40. Oh no, bro, don't say that. Don't say that you logged that shit without sending a signal, bro. I already have people in the chat asking, yo, what's with the thing on? Bro's logging German on his own, bro. Nah. But was it a nice log though? Let's look at it. Oh yeah. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh. Bro, this just like turns me on just looking at it. Still in, I'm sorry. Shame on you, bro. This is a crazy move though. Obviously I did not look at it, but this is a beautiful break and retest setup here. Damn. What time do we have? Alright, interesting. So gold is dumpy. The knife keeps falling. No chance for me yet, obviously, to get in on this. And I don't know how far we'll continue to go without pulling back, but I don't care. I don't care. I mean, yeah, whatever. It's really it was very beautiful. Yeah, this was damn. This was crazy. Like if you guys were to get in like somewhere up here or even here, you'd be floating big blues right now. Big blues. But I'm really glad, honestly, I'm glad I was correct with the direction, because obviously it could also go on the other way and I'd be like, sorry guys, I was bearish, but it ended up being bullish. Like, obviously I was flexible with the direction, but I just wanted that closure below. These teeny tiny pips. But I'll take the lesson. I'll take the lesson for sure. I'll take the lesson for sure for me right now, because on the 5 minute I didn't get what I wanted, but I see on the 15 I didn't look at the 15 by that time. We bearish engulfed. So theoretically this also was a entry signal for me on the 15 time frame, but you know, whatever. This could have been a 2, yeah, 2.5. What was the 3 minute looking like? Yeah, then we got the 3 minute break here. but the R multiple in this case also wasn't making any sense because my first target was obviously down here, so this would have been a 1-to-1. Not really a big fan of a 1-to-1, so I waited for pullback into this area for a 2, which we never got. So it's like whatever I waited for, I never got it, so it's like chilling. What's up, Red Flame? Welcome to the stream, man. If you're new, make sure to leave a subscribe and a like on the stream, bro, so you don't miss out on future streams. Absolutely, flexibility is key. Yeah, absolutely, totally agree with that. Today was so fast, too fast for me, but today my target was done. Nice session, so let's go. Yeah, that's pretty fast market structure here, market movements. But I actually like this. Like, if I'm in a position, I absolutely love this price action. If I'm looking to get in on a position at this price action, I just like it a lot because I know that you have to get in real quick and get out real quick. You were looking for buys and then you went short plus 20%. W, Red Flames. W. Let's go. Yeah, that's the flexibility, guys. If you rewatch the stream, you will see I was like, I could long this and I can short this. And that's the flexibility coming into the market. You don't want to be like, no, it has to go up. No, it has to go down. Like, the market does not owe you shit. It doesn't have to do anything. What you have to do as a trader is observe and wait and see what price is doing. And then act accordingly. It's that simple. Only is take it. Yeah, bro. So we're coming for the pullback. Obviously we see a rejection here on this candle. So we are currently seeing these sellers slow down and we are seeing buyers trying to push prices back up. So let's see how price reacts in this area. Ideally, I kind of want to see it like bounce a little bit in this area and leave like 1 or 2 rejections here so I can short this. But if it just breaks and closes above the fair value gap here and invalidates this, then I'm also honestly not opposed to a breakout structure on the 5-minute time frame for me to get in on buys over here, back up into filling these imbalances up here. What's the easiest strategy to learn as a newbie? That's a great question. Honestly, for me personally, because that's how I started as well, is literally support and resistance. So with these lines, like, you just work with zones here, right? Because at the end of the day, we have uptrends, we have downtrends. Like, these patterns repeat themselves in the market the entire time. Obviously, we have complex pullbacks, we have all types of different market structure in this market structure, but oh, this should be blue. But the overall market structure formations are the same always. And then we have the third one, which is the ranging market or consolidating market. So let me put this in yellow. So basically, why do I think support and resistance is the simplest? Because you're literally just focusing on the market structure, and on a uptrend, you want to mark out the highs, the highest point the price got to before pulling back, and then the lows, right? The lowest the point got to before pushing back up. And if you're looking on a uptrend, you always want to make sure you try to get in on a higher low point. So once the pullback starts here, you want to get in here, and then you want to get out at this equal highs here, or you want to have your TP1 at least here, or a TP2 at a new higher high and get out here. And then you wait for the pullback again, and then you wait for price to form a higher low, and then you get back into this in a buy, and then you get out at this high, right, at this high here, or a new high. So that's basically, for me personally, the simplest way how to trade. Like, obviously there's way more to that, because let's break this down, okay? Let's break down, we are in a bullish trend, so we have identified we are bullish, we are looking to take buys, and we are looking to take a buy based off a higher low. This is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we want to get in on a higher low because here price is at the best area and the best discount to get in. So for price, let's say this is on the 4-hour time frame or on the 1-hour time frame, so it's the bigger time frames. If price rejects resistance and comes back down, for price to get from this point to this point, it has to shift to a bearish market structure short term on the low time frames to get to here. It's not just gonna do that, like not typically. It typically doesn't do that. It typically takes a little bit of a sweet time to get down here. And here you will see that the market structure is bearish. So it's basically like this one here, right? Lower lows and lower highs. So what we want to wait for here is once price reaches our potential area of a higher low, we want to wait for a break of structure on the low time frame. So let me actually kind of try to, so let's see if we can, zoom in on this basically. And what you will see here is price, like I said, approaches the area bearish. Once it's here, you want to wait for a bullish confirmation. So you want to wait for price to create, for example, let's say a lower low, come up, create a higher low, and then create a new higher high. So here, we were still approaching bearish. Oh my god. And then here, we had a higher low instead of a lower low, right? So now you can basically draw out this kind of a trend line here to visualize that right now we are seeing the shift into bullishness. And what else do we see? We see that this previously we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, boom, higher high. Okay, so here we have the official break of structure to the upside. And this, if you are overall in a bullish trend already and you are at a major support range and you get this break of structure, this is the highest probability trade that you could be taking. So you want to get in here or on a pullback into this range. You want to have your stops below the zone that you marked off, and you want to have your target number one at least into the previous highs the price got to before pulling back. And then you could also, if price just breaks it, you could look to extend your take profit, right? So to answer your question, I believe support and resistance and market structure shifts and breakout structures on the low time frames are simple. It starts to become complicated the moment you have 1,000 different zones and fair value gaps and a bunch of indicators and a bunch of different names for different types of shit. Like, the more you add to your chart, the more complicated it gets. So just focus on price action, and that's basically all you need. Price action. Where is that? Yeah, that's the consolidation. So for example, right now we are pushing back into support that I've marked off here. We had resistance, and then what was previous resistance can turn into support. I'm waiting on retest at 28.49, 28.49, 49, 49, 49, 49. To shoot for sales, what do you think? The retest, the 5-minute breakout. I mean, it all comes up to you, bro, honestly. I believe that this could be potential. I mean, it's just a 30 and a 15-minute area, so we wouldn't really put that much of an emphasis behind this. But at the same time, I think we have a 5-minute fair value gap here. So if price kind of pulls back into here, one could look for potential shorts. But until price gets there, you could theoretically also bag on buys. Theoretically. But not in the 1 minute. Yeah, also don't get trapped in consolidation. That's facts. So it's like the combination of price action, support and resistance, and these sessions that you trade in. For me right now, it's becoming a little late in session here. We have this huge imbalance here, which we will most likely see get filled. I don't know if right now, but price will most likely pull back in that area. And then I kind of want to see something like, if I'm looking for a short-term buy, I want to see something like this a higher low, like literally what I just showed you guys, and then a break of that high, and then that breakout structure here, which would look very juicy for me to get in on the buys. And if I were to get in here, stops below, target up into these highs here, and then maybe into these highs. If you see price now closing back under this area here and giving you a entry signal like a bearish engulfing candle, then you could also short this. Stops above the fair value gap and shorts back into these lows. But it might be that the sellers might be a little bit exhausted now. We stopped at an order block, will be a nice long. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the longs here, but I gotta wait for the break of structure first. Yeah, break and retest longs, fact. We also let me delete this. So we have a new fair value gap, a bullish one here. So we might see something like this, a pulley into this area, and then the moment we see like reject this fair value gap, an aggressive entry will be getting in not after the closure above, but at the rejection. And the safest buy will then be, so if let's say I get in on buys down here, if I get a rejection in that area, and then I see the breakout structure, I could basically add another position here, because now I have the ultimate confidence that we got a breakout structure and we might drive higher. But what I don't like is getting in on these type of buy positions where it's like a V, without creating a new higher low previously, and just it melts and then it pushes up. If you see that price action, it's a little bit difficult getting in on these type of price action, because we don't know if the buyers will continue or if this is just a pullback for the bears and we will see a continuation to the downside. So like this. So just to be sure, right, you want to wait for a BOS, see it for sure, ski. Because so far, just looking at this, it's obviously still bearish. We had a lower low, and this possible lower high could be anywhere as long as it doesn't break this 3-minute highs over here, right? So it could be forming anywhere before continuing the bearish trend on the 3-minute and doing that. So what you want to see instead is, like, by all means reject this area. By all means reject it, right? Come down, but then show me that you want to reject this area and that you want to break out to the upside. Now this is the BOS. I like the breakout structure ideally on the 5-minute time frame, but the 3-minute is fine as well. If you use that 3-minute in confluence with the 5, you should be chilling. And the 5-minute time frame is the same price action area as the 3-minute. It's literally this high up here. This is a swing high up here. Let's put this in a bull candle. So this is our swing high, and this is our swing low right now. So in this area, we want to see the shift now, right? That's what I'm waiting for. And what's the 1 hour looking like? Yeah, so even if we get a buy position, it might be a little short term, because the moment we start pulling back into the EMA up here and fill the imbalance and tap into the previous support into a resistance, we might see sell off again back down into support based off that. So if I take buys from here, I will most likely get out somewhere around here. No, don't use it in the 1 minute. The 1 minute is a little bit too detailed. And the 1 minute, if you look at it, it switches multiple times. So right now, the 1 minute would basically have switched to bullish, but here as well, it could just break the lows again and come back down. So it's basically, yeah, 1 minute is so volatile and it's pretty aggressive if you take it based off just the 1 minute. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead to the toilet real quick. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I think most will think it was short, but if we push higher, people get liquidated and push even more. Yeah, fags. That's pretty much most likely what's gonna happen. But we could also continue bearish at this point, guys. Like, the market does what it wants to do. And the 15-minute is a crazy rejection to the upside right now. So that's the thing we need to take note of. And do we have 30-minute closure as well here? Ideally, you know, if we want to long this, we want to see a closure above this blue line. But it's not really looking like it wants to. $15 seconds here. I wanted to close like up here on the 15. Yeah, I saw a rejection to the upside. Yeah. But at least now we have a microstructure point, ladies and gentlemen. This is our potential lower high. This is our potential lower high. So if price can now create a lower wick on the 30-minute and 50-minute and then break out, this will be the high quality buy signal. $30-minute has good close. Yeah, it is rejecting. Yeah, it is rejecting the downside, and there's a possibility that the next one will be bullish. But at the same time, it's like indecisive, kind of like indecisive hammer candle. I want to see tap into this fair value gap here. So I want to see a little bit of a steeper pullback, a lower wick on the 30. Crazy, dein Englisch, dabei sprichst du auch Deutsch. Ja, Bro. Halb Deutsch, halb Amerikaner, deswegen. Und dann noch Spanisch dazu, weil, warum nicht? So we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes here. It's gonna be interesting. A little bit of aggressive entry will be getting in at a bullish closure above the highs here. But I think I wouldn't be that opposed. It's just I wanted to see pullback into the fair value gap first. Because if I put my stops below here at the breakout, I feel like price will most likely pull back into this and then bounce off. So yeah, I just want to see pullback in there now, honestly. Otherwise, I would basically have to place my stops below here, and then the R multiple is like just a 1-to-1, which is not the greatest. Let's see. Yeah, it does make sense. Actually, my first language when I was a kid was English. Up until I was, I think up until I was 4 or 5, I added German. And then when I was 6, I added Spanish. So I'm like trilingual, but all of these 3 languages are like my main languages, if that makes sense. Guys, if you haven't yet, leave a like on the stream. Click these. And future W's. Bro, why am I even... Am I lagging, guys? Holy shit. Yo, was I lagging? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Welp. Yeah, it's kind of bouncing off the support here on the 3-minute already. Got a bullish engulfing here. So if we get a closure above, I think I will give it a shot here. I think so. But obviously on the 5-minute time frame, we gotta wait for the 5E. Let's see, we don't know rejection here. Stops below here. Target up here. Ooh. A 5R multiple? Baby. Yo guys, I'll be honest, I gotta hop off. I got a few things to do, but what would I do? I'll put an alarm at 2842 here firsty, because I want to see the pullback into this area, and if it can reject, I will buy it. So we have buy zone number 1 here. So alarm at 2842, and then here an alarm at 2847 approximately. Yeah, 2847.8. I don't know if it's gonna happen right now, but we'll put it there either way. Call it the break of the high, so BOH, baby. Yo, we actually might... Okay, let me stay here another 3 minutes, because we might actually get the breakout now. Still gonna wait here, see if we get a entry here, because I want to be hopping off stream and then getting an entry right after. That will suck for you guys. Wouldn't suck for me, but for you. Gotta wait 2.5 minutes. It is looking nice though. This is also a morning star pattern. I'm liking this. So if we can close right above the white line here, aggressive stop will be below here. There's a possibility of reversing, tapping into fair value gap, and then pushing. Ultimately, if we close above, I think I would be fine with taking that risk though. I think I'll be fine with taking that risk. If price should then, you know, come back down and stop me out. So let's say I get in here and it comes down and stops me out and then rejects here and then pushes out and breaks structure again, then I will be looking to re-enter here. So that's just a probability game here. Oh, so far no closure at Bojer though. 1.5 minutes. Can we close above and get in or nah? What's up? What is it going to be, Goldie? One minute here. What's up, Predict? Welcome. Currently waiting for a possible buy setup here, but I want to see a closure above the white line on the candlestick itself. 20 seconds. Let me zoom in on this so we know exactly if we're closing above or not. Okay, we're talking. Oh my god. Yo, we absolutely flew. Yeah, there it goes. You got a buy stop? Right here, right? Yeah, I just basically need a pullback right here now. Stop can be a little tighter. Target a 2R right here. But yeah guys, buys are valid now. With this closure, we've just broken structure to the upside. That's what I was talking about earlier in the stream. Right, you get a low, get a lower high, get a higher low, get a new higher high. That's all you need. What's up, Nows? Damn, I got people joining this late, guys. What's up? And I was about to hop off. Let me delete this one here. Tony. Yo, who got in on buys, guys? Who got in? Type a 1 in the chat if you got in on the buys here. This kind of happens so fast. Type a 1 if you got in on the buys, type a 2 if you didn't. Let's see. Now it's called the sell from the top W. Yeah, that was a nice setup. I was looking for the sells during the entire session. But literally by a pip, by this candlestick, I didn't get in. Just by it not closing a little lower, I didn't get in, and I absolutely missed out on the entire move. But you know, it is what it is. Mucom 2. All good, all good. Yeah, I wanted to send a signal. But with small trades, difficult. Yeah, bro, feel it. I mean, maybe if price pulls back, bro. If price pulls back, just send you know, a little sum. Red Flames got in. W, let's go. And Mucom is being patient with me. All good. All good. You guys, so basically what I will be looking for here now is a pullback back in this area. And if it gets right here, I will basically get in immediately. It's not like, yo, I'm gonna wait for a rejection kind of whatever. If we tap into 2847.4, I will buy. And I will be looking to target these sides up here at 2854-ish. Why will I get in right immediately without waiting for entry confirmation? Because I already got my entry confirmation right here. It was just a little too far from, you know, where I wanted to get in for a better R multiple. I could have gotten in here for a 1-to-1. I want a better R multiple, so I will be waiting for a pullback, and I'm either going to get it or not. Just like up here, you know, I never got the pullback that I wanted, and then it just sold off without me. So it might as well happen again, and price will just take off without me. And if it does, then it is what it is. If it does pull back here, though, I will have my alarm set. This is basically a buy limit at 2847.25. Call this the buy zone. And I'm gonna wait for price to get to me so I can have a 2-hour multiple. And I will have my stops below this market structure point here, because if it were to break the lows here, I don't want to be involved in the market anymore. So it's 2843 stop loss, entry 2847.2, and then target will be 2854.8, and that's what I'm going to be looking for the rest of today's session, guys. I will be hopping off here. I hope you could learn something new from the stream. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on the stream, and also subscribe if you guys are new. And besides that, I will be back on Monday, fun day. No trading today, guys. No trading tomorrow, my bad. Tomorrow we have NFP, so it's a big news. Be careful if you want to be involved in the market. Don't get clapped, and don't put your money at risk for, you know, unpredictable news moves. Exactly, I stuck to the plan, didn't force it. Facts, guys. Tomorrow is another day. Next week is another day. You know, I might even still get an entry here now. If I do get one, I will most likely drop it in the Discord. And yeah, for everyone in the signals, you know, you might get a little something, maybe. I'm glad you guys are learning a lot and enjoying the streams. Appreciate your support as well. And yeah, you guys could join the Discord, guys. It's free. Click the link in the description. I added it, especially for you, Mukam. You can join up on the Discord. I will be sending my breakdowns and my results there more often in the future. He's like, finally. Yeah, bro, I got you. Alright, guys. I'm gonna hop off. Take care. I'll see you guys back on Monday. I hope you tune in. Be careful with news, NFP news tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Peace out.